Hello everyone, and welcome to my final video of 2022, which is going to be my 2022 year-end review video. In this video, I'm going to mention everything that happened from the start of January 2022 to the end of December 2022. So, hopefully I'm not going to forget much of anything. I've already tried to make this video like 5 times already, so hopefully I'm not going to have to redo it. So, starting January, I welcome 2022 with a New Year's live stream where I do the countdown and then we have a fire drill. It's a pretty good live stream, and I enjoyed it. That's a great way to start off 2022. Then later on in the month, I put a fire alarm speaker in the basement, and then when January 22nd comes, I go to school that day and my English teacher gives me a white JFK lanyard, which now I currently use for my ID, and you can see I have it on my shelf over there, which I made in my wood tech class last year. And hopefully I'm going to get my red lanyard tomorrow, and if I do, I'll start using that one for my ID starting next week when I go back to school after my break is over. And then a few days later, January 27th, my birthday comes. All of my friends wish me happy birthday. My friend Colin, NYC Club, they all say happy birthday to me. I appreciated that. No one came over and gave me a cake or anything, but I was still grateful. I had a good day. I was appreciative, for my birthday. Because the birthday is not about cake. It's about the love and support you get from your friends, So that's why I was grateful. So now that January is over with, then February comes. Unfortunately, February was a little rough at first. On February 7th, I get harassed by my school for some constructive criticism videos I made on this individual. The same thing happened again on February 14th. This time it was involving live streams. They called my mom. I told her about the whole entire situation. I got stressed out from it. It put emotional distress on me because, that person's boyfriend threatened to beat me up. And as a result, I was so scared. I stayed home from school for several days because of it. It was a pretty crazy, messed up situation. They need to stop harassing the innocent people like me and actually punish the ignorant people as, of what they deserve, But the good thing, after all that crap happened, luckily the next day it got better for me. And this was February 15th, by the way. I found a vacuum in my neighbor's trash can on the day of garbage day. I was at my bus stop and I saw, a little handle sticking out of the garbage can. And I realized there was a vacuum in there, so I quickly grabbed it, immediately ran. I, told my mom I found a vacuum. I put it in the kitchen as quickly as I could. I didn't want to miss my bus, so I, did it fast. And then I went off to school. Later on that day, I came home. I did some work on the vacuum. All it needed unclogging, and I had to clean the filter out. So I did that. It worked fine. Only thing that was wrong with it was, the bottom floor piece was broken. And it was a Shark Navigator, not the lift-away, but just a regular Shark Navigator. And after I fixed it, it worked fine. It just, didn't have a bottom piece to it. And then later on that same month, February 28th, I go back to school, super happy. I don't have to wear masks anymore. It feels so good to have my rights back. And of course, it kind of felt a little weird at first too, but it also felt good. I felt relieved, because I got to have my freedom back. So that made me pretty happy. And now we have February over with. Here comes March. March was, not a whole lot of events happened, but let me tell you, starting off March, me and my mom went for a ride to Walmart. I got a new vacuum, a blue Hoover, Rewind. I also got some KFC that day. I got some snacks, some new clothes. I came home, I did a live stream showing everyone my new vacuum. It was pretty awesome. Unfortunately, the week after that, I got sick and had to stay home the whole entire week from school. My mom got an oil change for her car. I tried the McDonald's Big Mac for the first time, and it was really good. And I'm proud of myself that I had tried something new. So yeah, that was March. Nothing else really happened after that. So then, I remember on St. Patrick's Day, in speech class, we had some fun. I remember that from March. But everything, other than that, I can't remember anything else that happened in March. So yeah, after that, we get March over with, and then April comes. Unfortunately, there was some drama that happened. I'm not going to mention any more about it, but there was some drama, some betrayals. I had to get a new fire alarm for my bedroom because the old one, my strobe, stopped working. At the end of the month, my school has a fire drill during my 4th period A-Day health class. I made a video on it, so that was pretty nice. Go check that video out. The drama from the NYC Club finally settles. And then April's over with. And then May comes. I find a nice Electrolux vacuum outside that my neighbor threw out during my Friday afternoon live stream. I tested it out, it works totally fine. Only thing is I tried to figure out how to, use a cord rewind on it because it had no retractor. You have to pull it out and then it pulls back in by itself on there. But I also made a video on that vacuum as well, so that was pretty cool. Of course, I even showed it off in my live stream. So yeah, but then unfortunately after that, some more betrayals happen again. A lot of more crazy drama happens where I get accused of saying, some inappropriate stuff and all that. I don't need to specify much about it, but on the bright side, once the end of the month comes, my school has a fire drill again, and my speech teacher gives me a new lanyard. So when we had that fire drill, it was May 26th. It was during my 4th period B-Day Latin class. I made a video of that as well. Once again, go check it out. And yeah, that was May. Once again, the drama settles. It gets better. And then May ends off. And then we get into June. June 9th, the fire alarm goes off at my school again. I'm in my wood tech class working on an assignment. I remember there was a substitute teacher in there that day, and the fire alarm went off because someone set a trash can on fire in one of the boys' bathrooms. So I also made a video on that. Go check that video out. Later on that same day, the automotive teacher throws a pizza party, and I was invited. That was pretty cool. Unfortunately, a few days after that, there's more drama that happened. One of the NYC Club members pretended to commit suicide, totally betrayed us. I made a video talking about it, how the NYC Club fell apart, and I was explaining how hurt I was from it as a result. Um, Luckily, fortunately enough, the drama once again settles a few days after that. We all get along again. And then the last day of school, I spend the day, vacuuming the wood shop, helping out my wood tech teacher, saying goodbye to my wonderful, somewhat junior year that I had. So then June ends, then July starts. I take a lot of trips to the Perry Lane pool and I get to go swimming. That was a lot of fun. I did a 4th of July vlog and I made some videos on the 4th of July fireworks. So go check those videos out. I went to my friend Colin's house. I got a new Dyson vacuum. I took a picture wearing some of his lanyards. That was pretty nice. So that's pretty much everything that happened in July. Nothing else really happened in July from what I remember. Those are the basic moments I can remember that happened in July. Again, I went to the Perry Lane pool a lot. We had a few hot days. I got to spend those days at the pool with my friend. That was a lot of fun, I enjoyed that. So then July is over with. Then August comes. Unfortunately, August was kind of boring, especially at the end. We had some more drama, which happened between August 19th and, August 23rd or whatever. This individual called the cops on me. Then the cops came to my house. And my mom was there. Like, that was really embarrassing. But luckily, we even got that drama settled with. Then a few days later, August 30th, I start my first day of my senior year. Starts off well. And then we end off August. Then September starts. September 8th, we have our first fire drill in school during my 4th period A-Day painting class. I did record it, but I didn't upload it because it was, a bad video and, just didn't come out the way I wanted to. And that teacher didn't, like me filming her, so, I didn't upload it, out of respect for her and just, to avoid possibly getting in trouble. So yeah, that happened September 8th. I got settled into my senior year. And then end of the month, September 23rd, the fire alarm went off at my school again because of a power surge, which happened during my 3rd period B-Day writing and speaking class, which my friend was also in there with me. That was pretty nice. I was able to be there with him for that. So if you haven't seen that video again, go check it out. I know a lot of people have seen that video. I recorded a lot of the alarms going off, including the one in the wood shop. So no wonder it has so many likes on it. So yeah, that's basically September. My dad comes and lives with us for, about a week or so. And then he leaves. So yeah, then that wraps up September. Then October comes. So when October comes, nothing really happened until October 13th, when the fire alarms went off in my school again during my 3rd period A-Day math class because of a sewage pipe issue. I made a video on that, so go check it out. Then later on that month, on Halloween, the fire alarms went off again because of the same problem during the same freaking class. How freaking crazy was that? I made a video on that also, which the teacher tried to ruin that video on purpose, but luckily she didn't. And later on that day, I came home, I did a vlog, a Halloween vlog. I stole some of my neighbor's candy. I got a ring pop. My mom wanted some candy, but unfortunately, by the time I was gonna get some candy for my mom, there was no more candy. So then that wraps up November, or that wraps up October. Excuse me. Now we move into November. Okay. We just finished the month of October, right? So then November comes. I get another lanyard. I actually got, a couple lanyards in November. Like, they're all the same lanyards. But, and November comes. Then November 7th, the fire alarm goes off in my school again. This time it went off during my, fourth period B-Day guitar class. I got a good video of it. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Went off once again because of that sewage pipe problem. Ever since that day, it hasn't went off, which tells me they fixed that, issue that was, going on. But, yeah. Then the rest of November came. November 21st, had to start up my mom's car because we got some extreme cold weather. And then the Christmas songs started playing on the radio. And then we had Thanksgiving. I did a Thanksgiving vlog, eating all the delicious Thanksgiving foods. And then November ends, then December comes. Nothing too crazy really happened in December, except for December 13th, where Jonathan tampered with my fire alarm. I put my speaker strobe in my science room. I did some work on the science room. I made some videos on it, so go check those out. And then Christmas Eve comes. My uncle and Rodney come over with some delicious pizza. They bring over some brownies. They bring my Christmas presents. We all had a good time. I do my Christmas Eve live stream. Then the next day I do my Christmas Day live stream. Of course I, was wearing my Santa hat. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. But unfortunately, a few days later, before that, I did some servicing and repair work on my Dirt Devil vacuum over there. My graphic arts teacher gave me 2 new lanyards, and my librarian gave me 1 lanyard. Unfortunately, then we had some more drama going on in the NYC club. It was pretty rough. A lot of harsh, mean things were said. And those, it's not very forgivable, but that's all I'm going to mention about that. But anyways, today, for New Year's Eve, me and my mom went out to eat at Danny's Pizza. I got some chicken tenders and a tuna grinder. It was really good. My mom got the same thing, except, she had a lot more on her grinder. And I had a regular Pepsi. My mom had a Diet Pepsi. So yeah, today was a pretty good day. So, yeah. So, there you go. I pretty much mentioned everything that happened in 2022, as much as I can remember. So, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you want to share your moments from 2022, feel free to do that in the comments. The comment section is always open for that, so never be afraid to share that with me. I would love to hear it. So yeah. Hopefully year 2022 was good. If it wasn't, hopefully next year will be better. And, yeah. You gotta hope for the best. Be optimistic. Think positive. So many great things are gonna happen in 2023. So don't forget, I'm doing my New Year's Eve live stream pretty soon, so get ready for that. And I will see you friends later on.